Now, we weren't planning on doing this, were we, Duke?
No.
But we're fourth, ladies and gentlemen. We're fourth in the Premier League.
We are fucking massive.
Absolutely huge. Massive. Humongous.
Unbelievable.
Talk to me, dude. How are you feeling? I tell you what. I mean, we probably still will do a 3:30 show tomorrow, but I said to you, I want to do this now whilst we've still got this emotion and all the rest of it. You know, the feeling. You know, that people can see how much it means to us. I couldn't care less how we performed in 60 minutes of that match. I really couldn't, because we won 3-2. We showed the character, we showed the resilience, we showed the fighting spirit that we should have shown in the Arsenal game and possibly didn't. And today we showed it in spades. Jesse Lingard had an absolutely magnificent performance going forward. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, you said it, you know, that goal was reminiscent of Michael Owen in the 98 World Cup. It really was. It really was. When you said it, I was like, yeah, you're right.
Unbelievable, mate.
Listen, we are where we are on merit. Yeah. And you can say all you want about, you know, Mark Noble, this, Mark Noble, that. Listen, Mark Noble had a good game, and you're going to bring it up. You're going to bring it up. Do it.
Right, listen. When we were live before the game, and you can go back and watch the video. Don't give monkeys. I said I was sick and tired of the Noble hate. That's Mr. Cox, by the way. Sick and tired of the Noble hate. Sick and tired of our fans tagging him in tweets this afternoon, saying I don't want to see you anywhere near my club, etc. You know what?
Get injured and out for the rest of the season.
Whether or whether he not see those, I'm going to come at you with this, right? So, X retweeted it. I believe it was from Squawker.
Yeah.
There you go. He made more recoveries and more interceptions than any other West Ham player in the game.
Yeah.
Which, when you consider how much Wolves had the ball, pardon me, that's impressive. But the game bypasses him. The game passes him by. He's not good enough. He's not anything else. And then I want to add to that one. Listen, Lord, the plaudits will go to Lingard. Lingard will get the plaudits this evening.
Yeah, and rightly so.
Now, I'll tell you what. Yeah, they're mental on that channel, and rightly so. But that man stepped in tonight, and I know you've had you've had a couple of comments, Casey, with a gentleman on the Twitter page earlier, didn't you? After I shared those pictures, mate, I tell you, this one I'm not sure who's mentioned this. Is this Mr. Gates again?
It's a hammy, isn't it?
Oh no, this is Stephen Stone. There's two things here, Steve. One, we believe it could be his hammy. Two, it might just be a bad back from carrying around his massive penis. We're not sure. Anyone who wanted, yes, Luke, couldn't agree more, mate. Could not agree.
In fact, I think
more.
that's a very kind description of them, if I'm being honest.
Scumbags are those people. Scumbags. You know what? Again, Steve follows that up underneath there with the next comment, Gatesy. And you know what? I was in a chat. I was in a chat during the game with a load of West Ham fans, and it was quite enjoyable. There was no bad mouthing or anything. You know, we're all pretty much just chewing our fingernails down to the nubs. To be honest, I think I was nearly up here at one point.
3-2. It was a little bit.
There were a few things on Twitter. I don't know if anyone saw them when Nobes decided to do a Sol Campbell and slide in on the halfway line to try and remove Traore's legs at the waist. And he missed. Gatesy, can you talk to young can you talk to the young West Ham online for me? I think he wants to come on.
Okay. Yeah.
I think he's
yeah.
trying to join the link for tomorrow's one.
Okay.
And not
I'll sort him out.
hopefully
Tell him to hang on.
hopefully it's the second one.
If he wants to come on, then he's
That's
more
right,
than
he's probably
welcome.
watching, to be fair.
Yeah.
No, I think,
Tight,
you know
Alfie,
what,
I'm with you.
we went 3-0 up, and it looked great, didn't it? I was like, go on. And then they scored again. They scored right before half time, and I'll be honest with you, every part of me, every last sinew in my body went, oh shit, it's happening again. You and me had the conversation, Gatesy. You sent me a couple of messages saying that, they're not Arsenal. We don't really need to worry.
Can I just stop you there, Duke? Alfie, check your inbox on Twitter. I've sent you a direct message. Carry on.
Hang on. Go on, you take over. I'm just.
I've broken your concentration.
I can't do more than one thing at once. I'm listen. I'm 4 beers in. After that second half, I'm done.
Listen, I'm not even too sure that Antonio's hamstrings are as robust as Quavers, Luke. I got to be honest with you. I mean, they seem to go every 5 minutes, for Christ's sakes. But listen, he for the time he was on the pitch, he did cause them problems. Let's have it right. Lingard, sign him up right now. Oh, my God. I couldn't agree with you more, Milesy. I mean, Jesus Christ. We need to get that deal done. We seriously do. And all this bollocks about 40 million quid. Listen, let's have it right. Right now, or when he goes back, once the loan deal's over, he's got 12 months left on his deal. The summer is Manchester United's only time to make any money on him, because if it gets to January, which is the next opportunity beyond that, he will be worth bugger all to Manchester United. He'll go for like £2.50 in footballer terms. Okay, so everybody that's turning around and saying, "Oh, Man United this, Man United that," Jesse Lingard is the one that holds the aces here, ladies and gentlemen, not Manchester United. The moment that Jesse Lingard signs a contract, then Manchester United hold the aces. So if he doesn't sign the contract, he can decide where he goes.
I'm telling you now.
The only thing that worries me is if we don't finish in a European competition and someone like Leicester or Everton do, then obviously that, hey, Kent, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. I thought Noble did okay tonight, calmed the play down and used the ball well at times. We should have killed that game off. Yeah, completely agree. I thought Noble didn't waste the ball. He was efficient. He wasn't, flashy. It wasn't like you were watching the second coming of Diego Maradona or anything like that. He did what he needed to do, and that's fine. Should have killed the game off. Yeah, completely agree with you, but I don't care. We won. That's the long and the short.
Right?
Couldn't care less. Yeah, in you come. West Ham Online. Talk to me, mate. Talk to me.
I think my life expectancy has gone down by a good few decades after that.
What do you think it's done to us old farts?
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen, I was in the chat, and that was right at the end there. Lingard went down, and I was in the chat. I was like, someone told me again, because I was a little bit behind the stream because I was streaming it on my laptop and not watching it live on Sky on the TV. So I was like, please tell me he gets back up. Someone tell me he gets back up, please. And then someone put Duke's on the brink of crying. I was like, yeah, I really am. I'm not in a good place right now. But no, West Ham, that was... You had visions, didn't you, of like 2 weeks ago? Be honest.
Yeah, I had more than visions. I think me and Fever were having an argument about Masuaku and everything.
Yes, that was brilliant. I reckon he might pipe down for a couple of minutes. Fever, if you're watching, mate.
Yeah, I didn't get it personally. I thought Masuaku was really good. I thought he looked worse when.
I thought both him and Noble were top draw this evening. You know, Nobes, I don't know if you saw the bits we put up earlier, mate. We had, I'll come back to that one. We had this one here. He made 9 recoveries and 4 interceptions. And then there's that one there as well. And I just thought, I thought he was just absolutely on point this evening. I thought he was fantastic, Nobes.
Yeah.
And the fact that he lasted 90 minutes, let's not gloss over that either. You know, he was there until the end, and then there was one bit where he it was probably about 8 yards outside our box. He kind of nipped in and caught the ball, and I think someone put in the chat that that's where his experience comes in. He's won the ball, gone down, held his leg for about 45 seconds. When there was no need to be holding his leg. Listen, stay down like you've been shot, son. I don't care. Lay on the floor, roll around for 15 minutes. I don't give a monkeys. Just stay there for now. Listen, you said it yourself, Casey. We got to win.
Yeah, I couldn't care less how it come, and it needed by hook or by crook. After being 3-0 up against Arsenal and relinquishing that and getting away with it. Let's be honest about it. We got away with it against Arsenal. On another day, we lose that game 4-3. So to come through that and then go into the lead again, 3-0, and then get pegged back again before halftime, 3-1, then 3-2, and you're sitting there and going, this is a little bit of history repeating itself. It was absolutely imperative that by hook or by crook, we get over the line, get the 3 points, get into full position. I couldn't care less how we did it. Just do it. And we did. And as I've always said, you find out more about the character of someone, whether it's an individual or a team, in a time of adversity than you ever do in a time when it's going well. Yeah. Now, relatively, this last couple of days, it's not been too good with obviously the 3-0 coming back to 3-3 against Arsenal, Declan going away, getting the injury, all of the stuff that was going on this morning. Oh my God, the world's going to end and all. And listen, I'm not turning around and saying I was jumping for joy at Declan being out, but as I said, it maybe presents an opportunity to someone else that otherwise wouldn't have got it to turn around and go, do you know what? I'm going to stake a claim here for a first team berth. Now, we've just won that game. We've won the game. We are 4th, ladies and gentlemen, with 8 games left of the Premier League season. We are currently in a Champions League position. Now, who knows? After the 38th game, we might be 6th. We might be 7th. Who knows? And quite frankly, at the moment, I couldn't give a shit. Right? It's as simple as that. I couldn't give a shit. We're 4th. Now, if you'd have said that to me after the Newcastle game, we had Grady sold in the summer. Everybody was foaming at the mouth. We stunk the joint out against Newcastle. We lost against Arsenal. And you're looking at the next fixtures. You're looking at Wolves, Leicester, Liverpool, Manchester City, Tottenham. And you're sitting there and thinking, shit, we could be 7 games gone and no points. It's not inconceivable.
Yeah.
And we're here, ladies and gentlemen. We're here. Doesn't matter how we got here. We're here. Now, please tell me the negatives. You know, all the people that want to turn around and go, oh, Mark Noble's not good enough and this player's not good enough.
Masuaku started and he went 5 at the back.
Yeah, we're 4th.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how we got here. We're 4th. And we're here on merit. And it's as simple as that.
Right, I've got a question for West Ham online. WHO. Question for you. Kent has just put in the chat that Sunday's game is... Casey, I'm going to punch you in the neck.
Sorry.
Sunday's
I'm meant to be pressing the buttons, you bugger.
Sunday's game is the biggest game in 5 years. If we win that, we'll show we're contenders.
Yeah,
you agree with that statement?
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it's arguably the hardest game we got this season, Leicester. If we win that, the main thing for me, call me pessimistic, call me negative, whatever. What I want, right?
Bastard.
I've watched Everton tonight. Everton looked terrible tonight. Everton don't look like a team that's going to finish above us. That puts Everton. I think we'll finish above Everton, right? That means that we will at least. Don't hold me on this. We should at least finish 7th, which would be a terrific season. I'd take 7th now, and honestly, I would.
On the back of the news we got this morning, yes.
Yeah. At the same time, I think we need Ogbonna back because I'm sorry, Dawson should be locked up for his recent performances.
Yeah, he's not looked great, has he? I've been a little bit worried by that.
Was that West Ham? Was it in the chat or was it? Did I see it on Twitter that someone said, "Of course he turns into Roger Johnson now that the permanent deal is agreed." I was like, "Oh my god, perfect!"
Yeah.
There was never a better word said. It was absolutely spot on. Right, Miles, he's nailed it. Where's James Fever? Yeah, you know what? Where is he? Come on, James.
I don't think.
And
I'd just like to say about James, I'm meant to be going live with him in a little while, so I don't want to be too. James, right? When I'm not sure James has ever predicted a West Ham win. Going back through all of the predictions we've done over the past 2 months, it was on James's prediction.
Look who's there.
Get James in.
Look who's there.
Get him in.
Should we get him in? Okay. So hang on.
I'm going to leave that one.
All right.
I'm just going to leave that one there for when he gets in.
Try and get some Masuaku stats up for James.
Hold on.
Try and get them.
WHO, see if something for me. I think he got an assist tonight, didn't he, from a cross?
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
But he crossed that for the goal. It was a cross, wasn't it? It was a cross.
Yeah.
It was a cross. Yeah, Fever. Cross. He crossed it.
Yeah. No, we'll let him get in. And he can give his point of view, and that's fine. Not a problem.
Jazz. James comes in.
You weren't far off, mate. He wasn't far off.
So, James, how much are we going to lose by against Leicester?
I'm going to sit back and enjoy the show. I hope you don't mind.
Here he is. In he comes.
Oh, Fever, we love you.
He's not happy. We won. What's the matter with you? We won.
That's three. That's 2, yeah. That's 1 each. That's 1 each. We all the haters out there.
That's
We're fourth, mate.
Listen, mate. I'm buzzing, mate. But I tell you what, did we get away with murder in the second half? Let's be honest. It wasn't.
Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah, but you can't say who cares though, Rob. Like last week, we can say, Rob, at 3-1 up against Arsenal. Everyone was saying, "Oh, you know what? We're going to do this, do that," and we got unstuck again. And like tonight, we nearly got unstuck again. Don't believe the hype. We won 3-2
without our best player this season.
Yeah, but then you're calling for Coventry, who you've never probably seen live, and I have, and fucking he's shit. You know what I mean? So don't come up with that. You know what I mean? We're on 3-2.
This isn't about
Coventry's pony, mate.
About winning the game. This isn't about Connor Coventry. Where was Connor Coventry mentioned since we went live here? We're talking about we won 3-2. We won 3-2. We won 3-2. We're fourth. Done.
Right. I will assess the game for you right now. Great first 3 goals. Right, done well. Right, give us our due. 2 centre halves get booked in the first 10 minutes. Is that good? Not really. No, it's not ideal. Diop and Dawson getting booked, but you've got to give them some credit. They play well. Right. Then what? What?
James, I want to say how did our number 30, who you want dropped, how did he do today?
Number 30, who's that? Masuaku, is it?
Mikel
Antonio. Is that Masuaku?
Antonio.
No, he done well, but let's be honest here. Yeah, again, did he score any goals? No. Lingard comes in, assist on a goal.
I don't care if he doesn't score if he
Bruv,
plays
listen, you need to get off this hype train. Listen, get off this hype train. What about the header? What about the header that he misses and and goes wide? Do you know what I mean? To make it go 4-0 up. Or have you forgotten that one?
He played 20.
Don't get on this.
He played
Mate,
25
he's played
to 30
19
minutes.
games. Right, listen, he's played 19 games, 7 assists. That's 7 goals. 19 games, 7 goals.
Yeah.
Lingard's played, 8 games, 6 goals, 3 assists.
Yeah, he's not as good as Lingard, but he's still.
What do you mean he's not as good as Lingard, mate? Don't even fucking do up these laces in Lingard, mate. What are you chatting?
Oh, come on. He's the black CR7. He's Antonio.
Fucking hell. What the fat Ronaldo played for Brazil? Yeah. About right. And he's about in his 50s. Because I'll tell you what, he's not... Man, trust me, I don't know what this hype train is on all these people. Honestly, I really don't. Do you know what I mean? Right, Noble. I'll get to Noble. He played all right tonight. I'll give Noble his due. I will give Noble credit where credit is due.
Can I ask you something, James? Can I ask you your opinion on something? The people that were quite vociferous on social media and saying, "Oh, we hope you get injured and you're out for the rest of the season."
No, that's disgraceful. That's lack of respect.
Yeah, seriously. West Ham Online, I saw that with my own eyes. That is ridiculous. There was people actually advocating Noble getting injured and being out for the rest of the season.
That's I'm sorry, but that's lack of respect, lack of class, and just I don't mean to swear, but he's just a fucking idiot. Do you know what I mean? Whoever's saying that.
Listen,
at the end of the day,
watershed, mate. That's fine.
Right.
I don't disagree.
I will hold my hands up and say if a player's played good or shit, right? And Noble played well tonight. I thought Noble played all right. Do you know what I mean? Mazawaku defensively, not for me. Going forward, I'll give it to him.
But he's not playing. He's not playing as a defender. He wasn't playing as a defender in that game.
But I tell you what, no one's mentioned how good Kafal played tonight.
Yeah,
and Traore, not one person has mentioned about Kafal tonight who was up against one of the fastest players in the league. No one, but everyone's saying about Mazawaku. Say no more.
Yeah,
Kafal to me was brilliant. I thought Stooch played well. I thought Noble done okay. I thought Fornell's done all right. I thought Lingard was a masterclass. And I've just said it on West Ham Fan TV. I'm going to say it to you right now. We have got to sign this man on the first day of the window, because if we don't, then it's going to be curtains all round. It will be curtains all round.
I completely agree. Don't disagree with that. I've got to say.
The performance of Pablo Fornells tonight.
I thought Fornells was all right. I scored a good goal. He done well. Obviously, you could tell he ain't fit. I don't know about you boys, but I think you can tell he weren't fit because he was a bit sort of like in and out. Do you know what I mean? Antonio done well before he come off. I'm a bit worried about the injury.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie, because that was that precaution.
You're looking probably well. I'm sort of hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those. If he's there for the Leicester game, great. But if he's not, then it wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Andy.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's 3 points. We've got to embrace it. The next game's massive. And I've just been asked the same thing, and I'm going to say it here now. Someone said to me, Nicky just said to me on West Ham Fan TV, he said to me, can we do it? I said, ask me after the Leicester game. If we beat Leicester, then we can do it. Then I'll start believing, and it's possible.
Do you think a draw against Leicester is the worst result in the world, given that we've just beaten Wolves away?
No, we need to beat Leicester, mate. It's a must. That game is because we need to bring them closer to us. The FA Cup, their mind's going to wander towards the FA Cup now, right? Because they're in the semi-final. Let's be honest. I think all of us here right now and in the chat will turn around and say, you know what, we'll take a semi-final of the FA Cup over the league position right now. Like one game from possibly winning a cup. Do you know what I mean? I can't believe that article, what I've just read there. Traore wasn't even on his side. Second half he was. First half he
I
was.
won't lie to
He
you,
was
James. I'm just going looking for things that are going to roll you up. I'm just having a
I
laugh.
know,
Jazz.
I know you're a troublemaker, mate.
Can I just ask a question of Jazz? And
Yeah.
I understand that at the minute we're fourth, but playing devil's advocate, Jazz is saying there we'll finish seventh. We'd have taken that all day long at the beginning of the season, wouldn't we?
Not now, we won't.
No. That
Not
wasn't
now,
what I asked. I said at the beginning of the season we'd have taken seventh, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Case closed. It's not about.
Yeah.
It's not about the. It's not about the sort of like the smaller picture. It's about the bigger picture. If after 38 games we would finish seventh, we'd have accepted that before we set off. I know that we're fourth now, and if we finish seventh, it'll be like, well, we fell away, we lost an opportunity, and all the rest of it. But looking at the bigger picture, seventh, we'd have taken all day long. Let's be real.
Nah, for me, if I could just say quickly, the main thing I'm looking at is to not drop out that top 7. You've got us, Spurs, Chelsea, Leicester, and Everton battling for the remaining spots. Everton, to me, I've said it for weeks and it's starting to prove now. You can run from XG, but you can't hide. They're just not good enough for me, Everton. I personally am not a big Everton fan. The way they play, I think that it's been coming for weeks, this current form. For me now, I think we'll finish above Everton. But what we need is we need Ogbonna back immediately because Dawson tonight had a few too many beers before the game.
Hold on a minute. He's your star defender. You keep telling us every week, and you said Diop's no good. I thought Diop was all right tonight.
Yeah, Diop was better than him tonight. Diop was better.
Oh, mate, are you starting to fall in love with Diop after he's followed you now? Tell me the truth.
Oh no!
Tell me the truth. Are you loving him because he's following you on Insta? Do you know what I mean? Because you're Insta famous. Now listen, right? I've got to go in a minute.
Can I just point this comment out? I'm just going to point this out, and I'm just going to bring this to Andy. Andy, 7th now is a great season, assuming we build on it going forward, and that for me is the key, isn't it? Because we've had a few seasons over my lifetime where we've had what is relatively a good season, but very seldom we followed it up with another good season. What are your thoughts?
No, if we don't finish in the top 6, from where we are now, we've got no excuse. I said it.
But I'm talking about for next season. Where we finish this season, even if it was 7th, that would still be a decent season. But next season, it's about next season, really, isn't it? Can we do this 2 seasons back to back? That's the test.
No,
would you agree?
But I would take finishing 11th if, for example, if we get to a quarter-final, semi-final in Europa League. I'm not saying we could win Europa League. I'm just saying that out loud. Like if you're guaranteed at least a quarter-final in Europa League, I'd take finishing 11th next year. What about you?
The thing is, we haven't got the big enough squad. And it all goes back to the summer. It all goes back to what I said with X. It all goes back to that. Right? If we get Europa League, we need about 6 or 7 players at this club, at least, right, to compete, right? And that's being realistic. Like you can't be relying on players like under 23s and all that who ain't even getting games for the first team now. So like, how can you expect them to go and play against someone in like Yugoslavia or out of Mongolia? Do you know what I mean? Let's get real. So we need 7 players, right? I agree with what Andy just said there, totally, right? We won't back it up next year because the other teams are stronger. This is our moment now. We have to embrace this and look at them fixtures that we've got. We've got Leicester, Newcastle, Chelsea, Burnley, Brighton, Southampton, West Brom, right? Them games are lovely for us, I think. Right, we would have settled for them games at the start of the season to go, you know what, we've got 1 hour game there, Chelsea, and Chelsea can be beaten. We've only got to see on Saturday what West Brom done to them. Do you know what I mean? So let's be honest here. We've done well tonight, but we can't keep going and scoring 3 goals and then conceding 2 because that's got to stop.
That's the issue, James. And that's the concern for us all. Really, is that we all sat there tonight. We all sat there tonight after the first one went in and went, fuck.
Yeah. Well,
like every single one of us.
Before I go,
Yeah.
because I'm gonna have to shoot because I've got to do one for stateside, yeah. But before I go, I called us Nervous Wreck FC because that's what it is.
Yeah,
It's like a
yeah.
nervous wreck. We're like that. We're like that. What's going on? Right. As soon as that goal goes in at half time, before half time, we're all going. We know what's coming. I started drinking at half time. I went. I can't handle it.
Makes two of us, mate.
I started drinking. I knew what was coming, right? I went, you know what? I need a beer, right? I need a couple of beers because, like, I can't go through this Arsenal thing all over again. But listen, right? In a positive aspect of it, it's a win. It's 3 points.
Exactly.
But like the Leicester game next week, I think is massive. If we beat Leicester, then we're top 4 contenders all day. All day. We pull Leicester closer to us. Chelsea have got Champions League. Liverpool got Champions League. Tottenham are just Tottenham, average team, and then that's it. You know what I mean? So let's go. But I've got to go, gents.
Like, what Leicester's running is?
Leicester have got
they've got
Tottenham to play. Right, they've got Tottenham to play. They've got Chelsea to play.
United. They've got United.
They've got Man United.
Do they have on paper a harder run in than us? Is what I'm getting at. So what I'm saying is does a point become the worst result in the world? That's all I'm saying.
I think if we've got to beat them. I think
Leicester have obviously got us, West Brom at home, Palace at home, Southampton away, Newcastle at home, Man United away, Chelsea away, and Tottenham at home.
I'd say they've got a harder run in.
But you've also got to understand they've got a semi-final of an FA Cup. Now, let's be honest here, that is more important, right? They've got to play Southampton to get to the final.
Jazz, behave.
Do you know what I mean? Jazz, we are massive. I'm just going to say it right now. Right, I've got to go. I'll catch you later on.
Take it easy, James. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Take care, mate. Stay safe.
Deck actually liked my tweet when we were 3-0 up and I jinxed it. I said we're fucking massive, and he liked it on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Love it.
But no,
what did you
reflecting on the game?
But there's the up for you. That's what I'm saying.
No, he's too busy.
Andy, what's your analysis of the game, mate?
Carbon copy of Arsenal, except we got the win. 30 minutes with Barcelona, prime Barcelona.
They have Kent, yeah.
And then, but no, it just proves. Do you know what, that win tonight's for Deck? I think them players just put at half time as well. They said we can't do this again, and that's what it's for. But like I said, I don't know whether I was moving around. I was coming back from the bar when I said it, but I don't know whether he's commenting. Fabianski should have done better on that second goal, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I did wonder that. I did think and I think he knew, because the moment that was in the back of the net, he's beating the turf and all. He
went near post. He went near post, and Silva was it? Yeah, went across him, and he just kind of knelt down into his near post. And the second he kind of took the knee, he realised he'd made a massive balls up, and he
didn't.
I think he saw.
I can't criticise him.
Nah, but if it had done though, that's the problem.
But the one thing what I will say is everyone's shitting themselves about Antonio. Moyes after the game said he felt his hamstring. The fact that he wanted to play on after, I think he'll just be out for 2 weeks.
I don't even think that.
He was. Do you know what I mean? He wanted to come back on and he started jogging. But the worry for me is Souček.
Yeah,
he had a cut, didn't he? He cut.
I think he'll be all right.
Yeah,
he's indestructible. He's indestructible.
Then Lingard.
But here's something. We'll throw it out to the three of you, right? Yeah. Let's assume, just for the sake of the conversation, Antonio's not available for Chelsea. So we'll start with Andy. What's your starting 11 if Antonio's not fit? And we know Declan it won't be.
All right, so that's I'll go with a back. I'll do the same team what we played against Villa with Fredericks in. and Bowen up top. So that'll be Bowen up top instead, and Fornals in where Deck is.
Just before I move it on to West Ham Online, do you think that Bowen has now moved into a little bit of form? 2 goals, 2 games.
Who? Me, Andy?
Andy.
Who? What?
Andy.
Oh, me. Sorry. No, yeah, he has. That movement tonight, like not only the goal and everything, that understanding. And Lingard said it after the game. They've been working on it in training. I wouldn't be worried with him, Bowen leading the line even. So,
Fair enough. On to you, West Ham Online. What's your starting 11, assuming that Antonio doesn't make it for Leicester?
I don't know if I want to see the 5 at the back again. It gives me too many heart attacks. I'll probably go the same as Andy, but switch Antonio for Bowen if he's not fit, and I'd keep Fornals in because he deserves to stay over Ben Rama at the moment. Also, I'd like to say one more thing. I described on the caption of my post after the game last week. We were a Corona bottle. We completely bottled it. It was unacceptable. Today we was just a shot. Today we was a shot. Not quite as deadly, not quite as poisonous, not quite as dangerous, but we almost bottled it again. And we better not bottle it against Chelsea, because if we do, I'll end up with a 3rd hole in my wall and another argument with James Freeman.
Yeah,
do you not know a good plasterer?
Pardon?
Do you not know a good plasterer?
No.
Over to you.
In your opinion, sorry, just another question to put it out there.
Yep.
Noble worked his socks off tonight. Yeah.
Yes.
Bear in mind he hasn't played. I still think, 6 days? I still think that's too quick for Noble to play another 90 minutes. I don't know about you. My personal opinion.
I think he's earned the right to start.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying
whether
that,
he can last 90 minutes. Yes, I agree. I do question
not against
whether
Chelsea.
90 minutes he's
No.
got.
On the plus side, on the Newcastle game, Duke's pub.
Yes, indeed. Now,
11 o'clock.
actually, for you 12 that are watching that are wondering what Milesy's going on about, let me just put it up there on the banner. Saturday the 17th, isn't it, Duke?
It is.
That's where you need to be. 11 o'clock, the doors are opening. That is where you need to be if you want to watch the Newcastle game and you're anywhere in the vicinity of Dartford or in driving distance. That is where you need to be, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be a barn burner.
Is it on Sky? I have to make sure we got fucking Sky because they cancelled their subscription. I'll get on that tomorrow.
Let me confirm.
I'm looking forward to that one.
I'll find a hack. I'll find a workaround. Yeah, listen, I agree with that. I'm going to agree with Jazz. Yeah, we're going to agree with Jazz. For me, Noble doesn't start those 2 games. We have to find a workaround. Okay. Noble doesn't start those games. Play it how you will.
Jazz, how many runs did you have in that game?
A fair few, I'd imagine.
By the way, Duke, I put in the chat about your pub. So you'll get a fair few 15, 16-year-olds down at your pub.
So I'm saying, got fake ID, we're fine.
Yeah, it's on Sky, Duke. Newcastle.
It is, yeah. I'll have a conversation on Wednesday. I've got them all turning up here, being a pain in the ass. So yes, I will have that conversation.
So, Gates, so you're getting there at 11 as well, yeah?
About that, yeah, I'd say so. I'm certainly going to be there for the kickoff. Don't you worry about that. I'll be there.
We got the best seat, Duke.
Well, you have now.
Yeah. Jazz has just popped in. He said he used 2 nappies.
I had 4. I didn't even reach that stage, Jazz.
I sat in the corner crying for the best part of about 25 minutes, to be honest with you. As I said to WHO, like I was like, oh my God. Like, honestly, the only thing I could hear in the back of my head as it was going was a couple of Spurs mates of mine singing, "It happened again. It happened again." That's all I could hear in the back of my head. I was like,
but it didn't.
But I tell you what, though, do you know what I want to say? Is fucking Alan Smith and Martin Tyler can go and fuck themselves. Even when we were 3-0 up. Remember that Arsenal game? Remember that Arsenal game?
I
They can
know.
all go and fuck themselves.
yeah.
I know. It's almost like they wanted it to happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
And even like someone turned around and said to me that there was someone said as long as we can keep it, Casey, it might have been you, keep a clean sheet. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it that way. Look. Yeah, keep a clean sheet at half time, and even partly was going, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. And then I literally within about 30 seconds, Casey, of you sending the message, I was like, didn't fucking happen, did it? Didn't happen.
Yeah. I think
it was horrible.
Yeah. I think the people in the group chat didn't leave it all game. I saw about 150 notifications going, please defend it.
Oh,
I was one of them, mate. I stayed in the chat the entire time. I literally was in there. Andy, you're in that group, aren't you?
Yeah. But I had to turn notifications off. My phone was going off like fuck.
Mate, this is what you've got on Instagram.
Yeah, I literally I sat it on the keyboard of my laptop. I had the game on my laptop screen. My phone was on the laptop bit there, and I was just going, yes, go away, shut up. And the problem was they're all about. We're not media darlings. Yeah, it's true.
You need to download Instagram, Gatesy.
Oh, I'll tell you what as well.
I've got Twitter and I've got Facebook. I've got WhatsApp. Another social media platform, for Christ's sakes. I'm 45.
Oh, sorry. I've got breaking news as well.
What's that?
Breaking news.
Yeah. Gary Neville picked his 23 who he'll take to the
Yes,
Euro.
I've seen it.
Eric Dyer.
Yeah, I know. He's punching the throat. He
And
said
Greenwood.
Eric Dyer, and who else did he say he'd take? Calvin Phillips.
Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips. I'd say, yeah, fair enough.
I'm gonna punch you in the throat.
Eric Dyer,
Jordan Henderson.
No.
Jordan Henderson.
Henderson over Phillips all day long.
It depends on how quickly he comes back. If he comes back with like maybe 5 games of the season left and he proves his fitness, then I'd say, okay, fair enough. But if he doesn't, then you can't. Listen,
we might not even have fucking Declan Rice at the Euros, so stop it. Right? Just stop it.
But you're going to hang on. So let me ask you this, Duke. Taking my West Ham hat off for a minute and putting my England hat on. So if Jordan Henderson doesn't come back before the end of the Premier League season, you are actually telling me you would put him in ahead of Calvin Phillips, even if he doesn't play any football? Really? I'm shocked.
Listen.
Calvin Phillips is overrated, in my opinion.
Massively, Gatesy. Massively.
I'm not saying he isn't, but you'd put a player in that's got so much rust on him ahead of a guy that's been playing regular Premier League football.
I'd put Steve McManaman in instead of Calvin Phillips.
Controversy.
Listen, I don't rate, and I've watched a fair few Leeds games so far this season, and I've got to tell you, I do not rate Calvin Phillips in the slightest. I actually put him there alongside Eric Dyer. Honestly, he is awful. I do not see the appeal.
Dyer, I don't rate.
I don't see the appeal of Calvin Phillips. I really, really don't. I don't see the desire to want to have him in any squad. I don't see where the Leeds fans get off. I really don't.
I'd have Calvin Phillips in ahead of Eric Dyer. I've got to tell you. In fact, I'd probably
Mate,
my
I'd have Fred
Bulldog
West
ahead
in
of him.
front. I'd have Fred West and Ian Brady. Out of the fucking Moors murders, I've had both of them in
Yeah, I
front of
probably would as
Dyer.
well.
I'd rather Scooby-Doo than Eric Dyer. At least he doesn't go missing too often.
But-
Dyer's just apps.
Gents, are we going to do a pre-show live from Duke's pub before the game?
We might just do.
Oh,
that.
it looks
You
like I
never
need a day
know.
off. It's going to get
That
messy,
might
innit?
happen.
Yeah. I'm going to need the address for this. I need a few things if I'm going to attend that.
Well, hang on, we've got the address up there, Alf. Hang on.
Oh yeah.
Sit tight.
Let
Have you
me
got a
get
pen and paper?
No,
you
just
go.
screenshot it.
Just send it to him. Don't worry about it.
I was
Right,
gonna say,
boys,
I'm a bit
listen.
old school.
I'm getting
Pen and paper.
what was that? That hurt. Right, boys, I'm getting glared at. I've got to go put the duvet cover on. So
Is that what you
I'll
call it
live in
now?
the life.
Is that what you call it now?
Well, that's cool kids call it. Listen, Kent, it's all about opinions.
Yeah.
And if that's yours, that's fine.
Yeah. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, opinions, they're like arseholes. Everybody's got one.
On the plus note, I've got an early start tomorrow, so I'm going to go to bed.
Have you?
Oh, Andy. That is
See, now I've got
disappointing.
annual leave all this week. I can just sit on my arse and do bugger all. It's great.
No,
Me and Gates.
All you ever do, I've seen you in the van on videos.
It's only a 5-minute video, for Christ's sakes.
No,
Or walking around the streets of Millwall.
I said to the people at work, like the people below me, I said, please don't make any changes on the systems over the weekend.
Correct, Jazz.
And they were like, yeah, we won't. I got a message at 7:30 this morning that I've broken something, so I need to go in early before the clients know. So, yeah, fun times.
No worries, boys. Listen, well, what's he up to now? What's going on?
Shall we bring? Is Hippo going to be there, Gatesy?
I may well bring her along. Yeah, I'll tell you what. You can call her that. And I'll tell you what. I'll film it. I'll film the reaction. It might not be good.
Can we do
you.
it? Madagascar watch along perhaps before the game.
Can I come back yet? Is it safe?
Listen, it won't be safe for him. I'll tell you what. On the 17th, he goes up to my missus and says that he'll be in a lot of trouble.
Mate, he
ain't gonna
get there. He ain't getting there first. I'm going to get there first. Right, boys. I love you all. I will see you on the downside. We'll do this again tomorrow. We'll do a live video with a bit more common sense and a little bit more sober Duke.
Yeah, no, we just thought whilst we were still on, huh?
Is Peach alive?
Oh,
I've not spoken to him today.
I'm sure he is. But we just
was on the
wanted to do
video
this
earlier
because we were still quite emotional, and we thought, well, we could do the show at 3:30 tomorrow, and we still will. But we just thought, you know what? Whilst we're still quite emotional and all the rest of it, tomorrow we'd have calmed down. It'd be too sensible and all the rest of it. So we thought
it needs to be a little bit more sensible.
I'll take my lunch then, so I'll come on and communicate and all that.
Yeah,
too true, Ken.
All of you guys in the chat, thank you very much for coming along. We know it was impromptu and all the rest of it, so thanks very much for jumping on. We do appreciate it. And as usual, if you can send this video on to any West Ham fans that you've got, in your contact list, get them to subscribe. We really would appreciate.
How many are you on? 195 still, or has it gone up?
197 last time.
197.
Yeah.
3 more. Race to 200.
But don't forget, we've also got the last game of the season, guys, when a certain someone's going to be giving singing lessons.
Am I?
Not you.
Sex bomb. Sex bomb. Sex bomb.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for coming. And we'll see you 3:30 tomorrow.
Infrared seeming move through the night. Anyway,
take that time with it. Take your time.
Only one thing left to say, ladies and gentlemen. We are fourth. We're in championship position.
We're fucking massive.
We are fucking massive.
What are you doing?
Take your time with it. Take your time with it. Take your time with it.
Shut up.